Well, there, it was kind of interesting because we took the Wonderlic test, which we all took, and it's a pretty standard. It's like an intelligence test. So you get 12 minutes to answer 50 questions, and you try to answer as many as you can. And usually you don't get them all done. And then there were some other interesting tests that were given, and some of the questions were like, "Are you a cat or a dog?" I guess it was more like a personality thing, and there was ones like, if you're driving in traffic, do you like to sit behind people or do you like to be out in front? Just a lot of stuff about decision making, just a lot of interesting questions. This looks, I guess, more in depth to how you are as a person. All right, who would win in a fight between Joe Mortensen and Mike Rivera? I guess it would just depend on a lot of the variables. I think any given day, one of us could win. The biggest thing, though, is I know is it would be a seriously long fight. It'd be very competitive, and it'd be probably a fight to the death. It'd be pretty serious, but I don't know. You probably have to wait and see someday. Got a pretty funny story. Me and Joe created a bike club last summer, and we used to ride our bikes around Lawrence, and we tried to, gain the popularity. We got it up to 3 people, I think, at one point. Generally on the weekends, instead of going out and getting crazy, we just go out and ride our bikes around town, just have a good time. We'd run the streets of Lawrence on our bicycles and just have a good time. Third person. It was just one of our friends. I mean, it's not no one in the athletic department really, just someone we gathered along the way. I mean, we had a lot of people that claimed they'd want to join, but they never did. So it's all right. All those people out there, I don't appreciate that, but it's okay. The blonde beards were something that me and Joe wanted to keep going for our entire senior year until we were graduated and out of here. And that's something we grew all summer, and then we started dyeing them blonde. My mom had some blonde hair dye at home. She taught us how to do it. Next thing you know, we're dyeing our beards every other week to keep them fresh. And then we had them about an inch long, and then Coach said it was about time for us to cut them because we had to start looking more professional for the season. Otherwise, we would have kept them for a very long time, and they would have looked like probably about a foot off our face by the end of the year. So it's been pretty cool. I mean, our teammates, we like to have a lot of fun, and we like to have a lot of fun in the locker room and joking around, but a lot of stuff sometimes carries, off the field. And one example is Cale Anderson and some of his buddies, Kyle Tucker and Brad Thorson. They played a little prank on me and my roommates Joe and Adrian Mays, and they set up basically like a campground on top of our house. And yes, we do have photos of it. And there was a mattress with a grill and about 7 or 8 chairs and a recliner and a lamp that was in the shape of like a tree or whatever. But it was pretty crazy. And the big thing is that we still have to get them back someday. They're still one up on us, so we'll have to see what happens someday. Maybe they'll get a little return favor. So watch out, Cale Anderson.